The end of 2013, my 1970 Oldsmobile Cutlass has completed the repainting and repair of the damaged exterior. First, I will introduce the history of this car to come to me. In 1970, this car was imported into Japan dealer by Kyowa Automobile Company Limited, which was in charge of the Kansai area mainly. Serial plate, which is mounted by the dealer. In Japan at that time $-yen rate was $1 equal 360 yen, imported car is very expensive, the price at the time in 1970 was $40,000 or more. When converted at prices at the time, feeling more than $200,000 today. This registration matters certificates that have been issued in the Claim to Land Transportation Office. Record of 1972 previously did not stand, it is too old. It is new car registration in Nagoya in 1970 probably. Turning to the second owner of Tokyo from Nagoya in 1972. After being owned 14 years, and proceeds to the owner of the third person in 1986. After the third person was owned for 11 years, sold to American Car Specialist used car dealers in 1997. Used car dealers sold, but was replaced with a pickup truck buyer is unmanageable, and returned. Locate in magazine advertising in 2000, our purchases. At the time of purchase, the entire color fading, roof rust, the door is recessed large, grille was missing. The original color was silver. I asked the shop where you purchased the car for mechanical repair. I started the exterior repair DIY. By using the equipment of the workplace, I do not have a garage, was working on the weekend. Photos taken along with the car of a friend. This along with the 93 Caprice, which has been owned by the main time. It took 3 years, so work does not proceed easily, by the time cover the entire surfacer. Photos taken along with the car of a friend. It becomes a situation that is difficult to work in the workplace. 2004, while on the way, the base was subjected to finish paint. 64 Bel Air was owned by only 1 year. However, paint is faded in a few years, rust had begun to float everywhere. The loose in facilities can work place, it was on the sidelines for several years, cars spoiling. I was applied spray can from the top of the paint damaged the end of 2010. Workplace also facilities, so no, I had no choice but to paint with a spray can in the outdoor parking lot that I owe. Also, front and rear bumper became severely rust, it was replaced by the order in the United States, the reproduction products early 2011. But, spray can paint will damaged immediately, rust has been floating everywhere. Small cracks of countless would be to paint surface, the DIY in the outdoor parking lot, so hand is gone. In particular, the hole opens in the rust in the lower rear window, because rainwater will enter the trunk, it was necessary to allowance as soon as possible. Results of examination in various ways, it is determined at DIY repair is impossible, and decided to leave the body shop. In Japan, the body shop that specializes the restoration not much. In the body shop of many ordinary, just fill in the filler part with a hole in the rust. Even just rust hole of the back window, so I wanted to repair by welding of sheet metal, not the filler. I looked for a restoration professional body shop. However, when subjected to body restoration full scale, $30,000 is because it takes at least, I present the amount of payable maximum, was asked to get in repair at that range. When it is the amount that I have presented, do not remove the parts as much as possible, and will not be polite to the inside of the door, etc., other than appearance. Hole of rust that can be closed by welding of sheet metal is limited and others sealed with filler. Because such things and can do it condition that, I ordered with it. Over about 2 months, paint is peeling once, dent is body work, holes in the rust is closed by a filler or welding of sheet metal, after covered with a wash primer, fix the base in the surfacer, finish paint work conducted. The end of 2013, the work of the body shop is complete, the car came back. During the year-end and New Year holidays, car from the back, I did the installation of the mall parts removed before sending to the body shop. Rear window bottom that had a hole in rust, was blocked by a sheet metal welding. Here, because it is inside, it was filled with filler without using the sheet metal. Were excised part rusty fender bottom, welded sheet metal. Because the inner, and then the rust preventive by removing rust, was applied only painted without finishing. Also weather strip was damaged, it was replaced with reproduction products that are brought from the United States. The original decal had left, and it went in tatters, was replaced onto the reproduction. Finishing the exterior repair, and then at the end the introduction of 1970 Oldsmobile Cutlass owned by me. Regards. Thank you for watching.